What's up, everyone? Dustin McKee here. I want to introduce myself a little bit. It is day one of my first Phorm Transphormation challenge. It is February 8th at about 10:45 in the evening. For most of you, it's probably the end of your day, but for me, it's about the beginning. I'm a third shift worker for the most part, so I'll be up all night working in my own shop. Kind of a little bit about me. Been following Andy for a long time now. A couple years, probably more so much in the last year because I started my own company on the side. I've always been an automotive technician. Went to work for a prison about 5 years ago full-time and been working part-time as an automotive technician since. And kind of got sick of being treated like crap, being a number in a cog. So decided about a year ago to start my own automotive company, and I do everything all the way up to custom stuff, which is what I really love to do. But enough about that. That's how I got to follow Andy. I listen to the MFCEO project quite a bit. I share it quite a bit because I really believe in the message he presents. But that's how I found First Phorm. And what really made me decide to do the transformation is yesterday Andy posted the video of Bella. And I'm not going to lie, like, it brought tears in my eyes. It's some inspirational stuff, and I've been someone before who has inspired people, not near on that level, but I've had people personally message me because I used to be really, really big, like 250 plus, no muscle, and I was like that as a kid all the way up until 2009 when I decided to kind of do something about it and put on a bunch of muscle, lost a little weight. Got down to 185 at one point and was real skinny and didn't like it. I felt weird. I didn't like being small, so I started packing on muscle. During the winter, I tend to average between 220 and 230, and in the summer, I tend to run around 205 to 215. I get down below 200 and I start to look really weird. But the reason I'm doing this is since I started my business, also recently married last year and kind of walked into a kid. I have an 8-year-old now. I have been in his life for the last 2 years, but I never used to understand what it meant when people said being a parent didn't leave a whole lot of time for working out, because I was one of those guys who would spend a few hours a day in the gym. The gym is kind of my rock. It centers my mind and keeps me mentally where I need to be and helps me train my mind so that I can deal with a tough schedule. And with having a kid and starting a business, I've fallen off and been slacking. I'm still decently strong. I still got a decent amount of muscle, but as far as fat and how I look right now, I'm nowhere near satisfied, even for my winter weight. I just kind of slacked off this year. I've been focusing a lot more on building my company than keeping myself healthy, which is an excuse. My goal in this whole thing is to inspire people. I know a lot of people's excuses, they don't have time. I work 40 hours a week plus because I get mandated to prison all the time. So minimum of 40 hours a week there, and I'm putting in 40 plus hours a week in my own shop, which I'm hopefully working a big deal to try to grow this year. Plus being a father with a son who's in a lot of sports and a good husband. I just want to show people that if you put your mind to it and you're determined, that you can find the time. And an hour a day is all it takes. You don't have to be in there for 3 hours a day, but that's my goal. I kind of did this to help me stay accountable. I've always been better if I have someone or something to be accountable to. Something like this that's a competition. Do I expect to be the most dramatic transformation? Probably not. But don't think that's going to keep me from working my absolute tail off, because at the end of this, we'll be running into spring, into summer, and I expect to be looking pretty darn good for summer this year. I'm 32, I'll be 33 this June, and I want to prove that even being a dad and a husband and working a full-time job, growing a company, that it's still possible to be everything you want to be, not just successful, Following Andy's journey kind of really hits home. He's on a whole different level. I'm nowhere near running near the companies or anything he's running, but I completely understand when he says that, like, time is priority, and that it's possible if you do, if you really put your heart into it. And I fully believe that how you do one thing is how you do all things. So it's time to bring my physical aspect back into check, into where it's supposed to be, because I don't want to be sitting here this summer farther ahead financially, farther ahead in a lot of areas, but still not happy with where I'm at physically. And mentally, I do a lot better when I am in good shape. It's just one of those things where if you can be proud of how you look and proud of what you're constantly doing, it seems to trickle and flow into every aspect of your life. And I fully believe that, and I've seen that myself. And so it's time to get back to being accountable, back to doing cardio, which is the main thing I haven't been doing, and back to eating correctly. No more excuses. Hopefully it'll be a hell of a ride. We can all enjoy this together, and come the end of this competition, there should be a whole lot of us who not necessarily just physically are better, but mentally. Because I think really we're just training our mind. When we're training our body, we're training our mind to know that we can do anything we put our mind to, and a lot of things that shouldn't be possible. So that's all I got for y'all. Hope y'all are having a good day. I'm going to get out in the shop and make some money. I already got my workout in for today and my cardio. My eating's been on point today so far. I need to drink about another couple shaker cups full of water before I go to bed. But other than that, hope everyone's having a good one. And I'll catch up with you soon. Take it easy.